Catia V5, so within mechanical design, we have multiple workbenches for mold design. The first one will be mold tooling design. We also have over here core and cavity design, and also functional modeling part over here. Also, some elements will be available within others. For example, we see over here die phase design. Now, let's get started with mold tooling design. So the workbench will look like this. We're going to see that within insert, we have the components for the mold base, the guiding components, so leader pin and bushing over here. Locating components, sleeves, locating rings and double pins. We also have the fixing components, so cap screw, countersunk screws and locking screw. The components for ejection, so ejection pin, ejector, flat ejector, ejector sleeve, and core pin, stop pin, angle pin, and knockout pin. We also have over here the components for the injection. So over here we're gonna see that the icons for the gate runner and coolant channel will be like this with yellow. And for the other components, for the O-rings, for the plug, it will be like this, similar to the other components, as we can see the same blue and white style over here. Then we also have the miscellaneous components where we can define some within user components, and we have eye bolt and spring. Now we're gonna get started with the first one, the mold plate. So this will be located over here under mold base. So within a new product, if I'm gonna click on create a new mold, we're gonna have over here a preview. And we can also decide the dimension for those. So we see over here for the plates, we're gonna have the clamping. We can also enable the upper bar. And as you can see over here, within yellow, we're gonna have an additional component over here, which will be this one. Upper bar 1 and upper bar 2, we can have that removed. That will be located right under the clamping. We have then the cavity support, which we see over here. So this will be the plates. And we have the elements regarding the ejection side over here. For the ejection system, we can also enable the following. So this will be stripper. And you're going to see that the location of that will be over here. So as you can see, we have the profile and we can enable that. So it will slightly be overlapped over there. We also have the possibility, if you want to dimension this according to a catalog, over here on the right, we can have that open. We can make this a little bit larger. And we're going to see over here the manufacturers for this. Let's say that I want to select PCS in this case. We then need to select from the folder. So I'm going to select this one. We're going to see that both folders will be A series. I'm just going to select one. And over here, we're going to see various dimensions. And these are actually all of those dimensions that will be changed. If I'm just going to click OK, we're going to have the mold resize. And as you can see over here, we don't have the cavity support enabled. We don't have the upper bar. And since I went after predefined mold over here, I cannot add additional components. So I can't add that upper bar, the cavity in this case, or the stripper. You can also go for other manufacturers. So let's go for the first one. If I will select that, we're going to see that Catia will now have this resize according to that. Now, if you will click OK, you're going to see that Catia will define all of those components. So in this case, we have quite a lot of components for this one. If I'm going to expand the mold over here, we're going to have this one, which will be injection side. That will be the upper part of the mold, as we can see. Keep in mind that for this, as you can see, this will have the following profile. We do have over here a bit of overlapping. So even though I'm going to go within tools options, we're going to see that the 3D accuracy is actually set to 1. This is why we have those. This should actually be a cylinder. So if I'm going to type 0.01, we're going to have that reprocess. And in reality, the profile should be like this. So we have that defined circle over there. So keep that in mind. Last time I used Catia, I went within options and I changed over here within the display settings. And this is why the mold components In this case, those elements, so the following bushing over here, look to be like that, but it's actually cylindrical, as you can see it over here. I can also hide the ejector side, which will be the following. And this will be the ejector system, the final sub-assembly that will be located within the mold. And over here, we're going to see the ejector plate, A for the top section, B for the bottom. And we're going to have the stop pins, the cap screws, and the countersunk screws in this case. Now we can re-enable all of those components. And as you can see over here, we also have various constraints. In this case, everything within the mold will be constrained over here with various offsets and coincidence. And some of them will be deactivated, as you can see over here. And we also have the general constraints. If I'm going to expand that, we're going to see over here that we have the fixed component. So we have the fixed component, the injection side 1. And after that, with coincidence, we have the ejector side and injection side over here centered. Now, if you want to modify the dimension of the mold, even though that window has been closed, you can always go back with right click, mold over here. So in this case, mold 1 object, since this is the first one. And within edit, we see over here that we have 2 edits. The first one will be the following. So edit, and we see that nothing happens. We actually need to go within edit mode. And edit mode, as we can see, will bring back the following mold tool over here. So if for some reason you want to change various dimensions, since we went from the catalog, we will need to select some other components. So let's say over here that I want to add the following element, and as you can see, it will be as following. We can also do an update over here, so keep that in mind. Where your components are with red, you can update those. And within mold tooling, these are the color schemes. So we see over here the top section, the injection side will be with orange. We have the bottom part in this case, which will be the following. So let me just select the ejection side, and this will actually be colored with light blue over here. And we see this gradient that is similar to the background. And we have the ejector system, which will be colored with green in this case. Okay, so this was an overview regarding mold base within Catia. So this is how we can easily define rapid molds. This is far superior to other tools, for example, SolidWorks. Within SolidWorks, we can easily define the core and cavity quite easily, but over here we're going to have a separate workbench for that entitled core and cavity design. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're going to find a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.